All right, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Undo Challenge from picoCTF, otherwise known as Cylab Academy. So the challenge description says, can you reverse a series of Linux text transformations to get the original flag? So additional details will be available after launching your challenge instance. So what we need to do is we need to click on the launch instance button here to begin the challenge. So after it's done, we're given a command to run on our Linux terminal. So NC for netcat, and we've got a server to contact, foggycliff.picoctf.net, and a certain port, 50,000 something something. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this command, and then we're going to go over to our web shell. So in the web shell, we can paste in the command, and then we can start the challenge. So right-click, paste, and then hit enter. Okay, welcome to the Text Transformations Challenge. Your goal, step by step, recover the original flag. At each step, you'll see the transformed flag in a hint. Enter the correct Linux command to reverse the last transformation. So the first thing we see is the current flag value. So the current flag value is a bunch of numbers and letters, and this has been encoded. We've given the hint that base 64 encoded the string. So what we need to do is we need to use a base 64 command to decode this string. So it says enter the Linux command to reverse it. And I guess we'll talk about this first part. So in this challenge, we're asked to reverse some text transformations to get the flag. So the first thing we're doing in this case is we're doing some base 64 encoding and decoding. When we connect to the server, we're asked which Linux command will base 64 decode a string. So base 64 is a system of encoding that transforms data into a string of characters that includes uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and a couple of special characters like the plus symbol and the slash symbol. So if you see a string that has this set of characters, then you might be dealing with something that was encoded using base 64. So with Linux, we can use the base 64 command with the -d argument to decode base 64 strings back into the original contents. So if we had this string over here and we wanted to decode this, we could use base 64-d to get the original contents. So I'll do a little demonstration over here. So if we echo something out, HackerFrogs, okay, and we wanted to encode this using base 64, we would pipe this into base 64, and then we get this string over here. So one telltale sign that you're dealing with base 64 encoded strings is that you might see a couple of equal signs at the end of the strings. So this is a pretty big clue that you might be dealing with base 64 encoded information. If we wanted to decode this, we would take the same string and we would echo it out again, but then run it with the base 64 decode command here. And we get the original string back. All right, so with that said and done, we'll go back to the challenge, enter the Linux command to reverse this. So the Linux command to reverse this is base 64-d for decode. Okay, so give the command, and then it says correct. So step 2, current flag is this. All right, and what we need to do is we need to reverse the text. So enter the Linux command to reverse this. So what we're dealing with is a very simple string reverse. So if we go over here and we echo out HackerFrogs, and then we pipe it into the rev command in Linux, this is going to print out the string backwards. So this is HackerFrogs backwards. If we wanted to restore this, we'd echo out the same thing and then pipe into rev again, because the opposite of rev is also rev, and we get our original string. Okay, so we'll go back, and what we're doing here is called string reverse. The next step in the challenge requires us to reverse a string. That is outputting the string contents in reverse order. So reversing a string in Linux is easy with the rev command, rev. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Go back to the web shell and enter the Linux command to reverse this. rev for reverse, hit enter. And then we've got step 3. So the current flag looks like this. And it says hint replaced underscores with dashes. Replaced underscores with dashes. So we see a dash over here, 1, 2, 3, 3 dashes. We need to replace these characters with underscores. So the dashes replaced with underscores. What we can do is we can do something in Linux called tr translate. So if we were to echo out HackerFrogs, exclamation point, and we wanted to replace the exclamation point with a question mark, we could use the tr command. So tr is going to replace one character with another, or a pattern of characters with another. So in this case, we're going to replace the exclamation point. Actually, we need to put this between some single quotes. We're going to replace the exclamation point with the question mark. So when we run this, it'll replace the exclamation point, and it's going to put the question mark there. Okay, HackerFrogs, question mark. Okay, so in this case, what we need to do is we need to do character replacement. The next step in the challenge is to replace the dashes in the string with underscores. So this is a dash, this is an underscore, we need to replace these. The Linux tr command can be used to replace characters in strings. The first argument to the command are the characters to target, and the second argument to the command is the characters that change the target to. So if we were to replace the word pico with frog from picoCTF, then we would get frog CTF, because the tr command replaces the word pico with the word frog. Okay, so let's go ahead and run the command on the web shell. So in the web shell, type in tr space, and then between some single quotes, replace dashes with underscores. And make sure to place the dash and the underscore characters between these single quotes. Otherwise, weird stuff could happen. Anyways, give the command, and it says correct. So the current flag is this, and it says hint replaced curly braces with parentheses. So we have our parentheses here and here. We need to replace these these parentheses, and we need to put curly braces in their place. So we can use the same command that we used earlier, so it's tr. But in this case, we're going to put a set of characters. So these parentheses, the left and the right, we're going to replace them with the curly braces, the left and the right curly braces, like this. Okay, so give this command, and we've got our last step over here. So the current flag is this, and it says hint applied rot13 to letters. Enter the Linux command to reverse it. Okay, so in this case, we're dealing with another type of encoding, encryption and decryption in this case. So the method is called rot13. The last step asks us to apply a rot13 transformation to the string. So rot13 is a specific type of an encryption. It's a specific application of the Caesar cipher. So rot13 encryption is a common application of the Caesar cipher, a classical encryption method where the letters in a string are shifted a number of letters to form a ciphertext. So when you do rot13 encryption, anytime the letter A appears, you replace it with the letter N. Anytime the letter B appears, you replace it with the letter O. And vice versa, if you've got the letter N, you replace it with the letter A, and you do this to all the letters in the plaintext to form something called the ciphertext. Okay, so what we need to understand is that we can also use the tr command in Linux to perform a ROT13 transformation, since we are replacing certain letters with others. So let me go ahead and get the command, because it's a bit long. So the command we're looking for kind of looks like this: tr, capital letters A to Z, lowercase letters A to Z, replace them with capital letters N to Z, and then A to M, and then lowercase letters N to Z, and then A to M, like this. Okay, so if we run this command, we need to give the tr command something to transform first. In this case, we're going to do HackerFrogs like and subscribe, so this message over here. Then we're going to apply the ROT13 transformation over here. So we get this message. So this is the encrypted message. So to decrypt this message is pretty easy. We just need to echo out the original message again, and then give the tr command. Okay, and then we can get the original message back. We're going to grab this command over here, the tr command that does the ROT13 transformation, copy that, go back to our web shell, and then we're going to paste that in, and that's the end of the challenge. Congratulations, you've retrieved the original flag, picoCTF reversing the text transformations. So we're just going to copy this command here. Okay, so we'll go over to the challenge, click on this flag submission field here, paste it in, click on submit flag, and you're done. All right, everybody, that was a guided walkthrough for the undo challenge from picoCTF, now known as Cylab Academy. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons in the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.